Have you ever just stopped and listened to you? Like, really listened to you?
Sometimes.
I cannot stand you. Oh, you get on my nerves. I cannot. Hey, how you doing? I'm Sean Washington here with yet another episode of Delve in the Void. Today, I'm with my partners in crime.
Clovis Bordeaux.
Jeremy Holder.
Have lots of material to cover today. First up, out of the gate, one of the greatest things of 2014, 2015. I have to stand impressed with this. You're already starting. And see, this is why these episodes take 15 years to make, because you want to. What's wrong with you now?
Oh no, please finish.
No, it's all about you now.
Your
it's all
best
about you.
game of 2014.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry.
You do
Your
it.
best game of 2014, 2015.
You do it. Since obviously you know more about this one than I do, go ahead. I'm going to be over here.
Oh no, I was just saying the game sucks. Oh, that's what I was getting at. Not to interrupt, but go ahead, please. Tell them how your best game ever is such a great game now.
We are talking about Destiny. Destiny came out on multi-platform, actually multiple platforms being Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, and PS and Xbox 360. 4 came out at the same time. In the beginning, it hasn't quite been a year yet. In the beginning,
the dog has turned 23 by now.
You know,
it's been a year.
Oddly enough, I don't hate you as much. Like, this is weird. You are actually becoming like.
No, we see eye to eye in this one right here.
Don't rub that in. Do not rub that in. Why do you have this big issue with this game?
So, last year when the game came out, we were promised the evolution of what gaming could be. And if evolution of what gaming could be means that we have to wait around 3 months, every 3 months, to get an expansion pack so that they can fix the game that they sent out broken, then yes, we are in a new era of great games.
For one thing, let's look at what they tried to do here, okay? What they tried to
make
do
it suck less.
is, hold on, I will say this. Let me throw this analogy on you, okay? Because the fact that what they did is, they was like, you know what, we're gonna make a smoothie here. You know, we're gonna take all these ingredients, you know, strawberries, bananas, chocolate. What we're gonna do is take first-person shooter, role-playing, open worldness, you know, shared shooter experience, and we're gonna just blend this all together. Now,
you know what
granted,
happens when you do that?
Like I said, not every smoothie's for everybody, but sometimes when you first taste this weird smoothie, it doesn't taste quite good. But then all of a sudden you start taking a little bit more. It's like, wait, let that flavor sink in a little bit. You know, then these updates start coming out, these expansions start coming out.
Well, okay, let's all be honest. The first expansion was horrible.
A year ago, we got a game that we played the same levels 20 times to level up to level 32. So that we could get special weapons that weren't really that
Wasn't
special.
it actually 30 a year ago? I mean,
I don't know. I don't care.
It was 30.
My point is this. You had to level up a lot. Just to get a weapon that had some fire and some like lion's head on the front of it.
Which was kind of useless.
And yes, very useless because it didn't do anything. And then you got the first DLC content. The first DLC content made the game even worse.
I will say in the beginning, the game was not what it was meant to be. It was not what it was cracked up to be. I will do with you on that.
But
so then my question to
I'm not
everybody
even
here,
challenge that it was great. I'm gonna say it was good, but it wasn't Bungie good. It wasn't like where everyone said, "Oh, Halo was the greatest thing," and everyone loved it. It wasn't that. It was.
So then let me ask this question though. So if we're buying games that we know aren't good anymore, and we're waiting a year to get good, like from what everybody,
we didn't get good. That's the problem.
No. For what everybody,
this game is phenomenal now.
Okay, but if we're waiting a year A year. By the time this game has actually look, Madden 16's about to come out.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
we've bought it in the fall and the winter when it was dark
at the
and the
games that
sun
came
was
out
going
that
down.
came out then.
Now it's the summer.
Call of
and
Duty.
It's like a season has changed.
Look at
and
all
we're
these games that
like,
came out though. Who's playing them now? We waited a year, but this is still a game that everyone's playing.
Right.
but I would argue that none of those games were good either.
Well, okay, and I can get behind that.
Now, what I'm saying is that what happened to actually building a good game, building something that's going to stand the test of time out the box?
Let me tell you exactly what that is. It's called the internet. And the internet, being full of people that have decided that they know everything, have put all the pressure on these designers to create something that when you buy it, you're going to get a value for your dollar.
Well, not only that,
Gone are the times where you could get a game that was a good 15-hour experience, and afterwards you were like, I spent $60 on this and I don't feel bad. Now people want something that grows
Like 50 or
and changes.
60 hours.
And
look,
it becomes
no
this
one's arguing the
humongous
56.
thing.
No one's
Problem is, not everybody
arguing.
see eye to eye anymore. See, back in the day, there was one category. Back in the day when Xbox 360 was out, you had like really.
Why
look
are
at
we
Xbox
saying back in the
360.
day for Xbox
Okay,
360?
I'm just saying, back in the first-person shooter, okay? Back
2
in the day,
years ago.
Last gen, okay, you had more one way. It was like, oh, you got Xbox 360? Okay, you got, Halo, Gears of War, and that's pretty much about it when it comes to 360. But them were the things people look for. Everybody saw eye to eye. Now, everybody don't see eye to eye. Like, what Destiny is now, it actually is a great game. And it's still
Again,
a 2 out
a
of 3.
great game that took a year to become something. Yes, it does matter.
It does matter.
If I buy a car tomorrow, if I go to the dealership and I'm like, look, I'm gonna buy a car. You have a year. I'm gonna buy this jalopy today, but in a year's time, by the time we get done, I want my Lambo. So you're building a Lambo. It takes a whole year to get the car.
And here's the thing. For we, the early adopters that bought this game on day one, we got sold on a bill of goods that did not come through. What we can say is Bungie heard us, they listened, and they created an experience. This new DLC, some of the DLC stuff, we've got new weapons. They've changed the way that you upgrade
Not
weapons.
3, but 5 new great story missions.
Absolutely.
Way
The strike,
better than the first.
They didn't add a new raid. They added a new strike, which is fun. It's
The
challenging.
new
it's
strike
good.
is better than every strike to me was already. I mean, they had like
I'm
3
Prison of
big bosses
Elders.
in it.
Prison of Elders, in and of itself, is one of the greatest. Just that
Every
basic
week
experience.
it changes.
That is one of the greatest video game experiences I've had in years.
Seriously.
And I'm not
Just based upon the level of
I'm
challenge
not arguing.
and the feeling of holy crap, that was awesome.
I'm
It's
not
a beautiful
arguing
moment.
that this expansion is great. I'm not arguing that point. I fully believe, from what everyone tells me, this is a great expansion. What I'm arguing is that we've waited a year to get to the greatness.
Okay,
And I
you
can
say
agree with
year?
that. I can agree with that.
That's like saying
To me personally,
buy
I waited longer than that because when I think of Destiny, I'm thinking of Bungie. Now I know I'm going to get some flames in this, but when Halo first came out, I didn't like Halo 1 when it first came out. Halo 1, you felt like this slow tank Master Chief. I was like, this isn't good. So I had to wait until Halo 2 for that Halo bug to kick in. So I'm like, this is actually getting somewhere, but. Halo 1, you had a long period, okay, of waiting.
I'm going to be
till
honest.
something good
I
come
loved
out.
Halo. What I'm saying is
Matchmaking,
that
like they had to wait until number 2 for matchmaking.
And they didn't even add matchmaking in all the different places that you would still want on this. They haven't even done matchmaking on this. So, there's some stuff that they did.
Well, you gotta remember, you brought into a 10-year plan. They said that this character you made in Destiny will be around 10 years later. You're gonna use that same Cyril's regime that you earned here in 2014. In 2024, you're still gonna have that same Cyril's regime now souped up. Your character.
And I don't have that much patience. I'm just being honest with you. If I'm getting a game, I'm getting a game to play right now, not to play a year from now, not to play 20 years from now. Let's look at the systems and the life of a system. If we're looking at the life of a system, that's 7 years.
We know it's gonna go to the next system.
So now we're saying
Like everything
that,
else.
right, but now we're saying that we're really buying an MMO. We're really buying a
That's what this
Technically,
game
World of
that's
Warcraft.
technically what it
It's a
is.
loot grind.
Like I said,
That
it's a
is
right.
smoothie.
entire
It's a
game.
little bit
again,
MMO, a little bit shooter, a little bit of
I'm asking the question that
RPG.
what happened to in this generation specifically, what happened to the AAA game that comes out? If we look over to last year, we're talking about Assassin's Creed came out bugged, just bugged to no end.
Ooh, the order.
The Order, bugged.
Crappy
game.
Just,
I was about to say another word. I'm glad you said crappy. We can go down the list of games. Even Madden. Like if you look at Madden and look at how they ported it, not the best port. So we're looking at.
Didn't even burn. It was a fast burn. I don't. I don't see the.
Where is that AAA game? Where are we looking at for that AAA game that's going to come out the gate and actually give us what they promise?
What you're saying, what I understand you saying is, as we're looking at this game has become something that, and maybe this is the future, where people wait until that Game of the Year version comes out, where the game of the year, the premium version, where it has all the DLC and everything in there, and you get the whole entire experience. Because really, we are the early adopters. We picked up something that was not in a finished state. Now, what we're playing. If you would have, if
we're
you
getting
come in
the
now,
grams to that finished state, right?
what you get now is you get the Prison of Osiris.
Yeah. No, Prison of Elders.
Prison of
Elders. 4 different levels of pure 5-round base arena combat. I mean, they change it every single week. So what we did last week, this Tuesday, it completely changed to a whole new bosses that we haven't even seen before. So they're actually committing now to adding new bosses, new stages, and new different fields every single week, constantly. Then you have the Trials of Osiris, which is every weekend now, you get you and 2 other buddies versus 3 other people, and now you have competitive Iron Banner style PvP on Skirmish, which has its own amazing rewards. And then when the game first came out, yes, I said it was a little broken, but you had to farm a lot of stuff. Now, because of this new expansion, you don't have to farm anything. Everything you get now, you earn, and you instantly get to the level cap. For those who work all the time, for those who don't have the time to commit to the game, they could just go ahead, jump in, do the new Prisons of Elders, go ahead, do a Trials of Osiris, and they're instantly at the level cap. And now they could go ahead and start maxing out their weapons and be instantly at that top tier. No more waiting or, farming and stuff.
One of the things that they got right in the beginning, what they got wrong, was the story was incoherent. It was not tight, and it wasn't delivered in a way that you actually cared about. I can't tell you what the original story was about, and I watched it 3 times, and I have no clue.
The story missions are on point.
The story is actually interesting, and you understand why you're going through, and you understand why you're doing what
we had to take on the Archon Priest in the first time, because now we're in the Prison of Elders, where you see where the Archon Priest was coming from.
And it all makes sense. It's starting to bring it together. They even the new maps for the PvP are decent. They're good maps. They're varied, whether they have tight corners.
Is more unique now.
And if you are a PvP player and you don't want to do the PvE stuff, you get good PvP drops. Your drops, you get weapons, and you can switch the weapons up. You can actually reforge them basically, so then you can switch them up to cater towards your playstyle. So I think what we got suckered into was to buy the extended beta version of Destiny. What we have now is closer to what they originally intended, and
it feels good.
And it feels really,
like
really
it keeps
good.
you up. Like last night, I was up 5 o'clock in the morning trying to do the level 34 Prison of Elders. I mean, you just want to keep playing and playing.
If they would have said on the front side though, this game is going to cost you $90, we might have had a little bit of issue. We might have had to kind of box around that.
This all is great and good, but what are we doing with those players who played the beta, extended beta, and have now walked away? And that's not an answer we have, but saying that now we're at a stage where we're actually playing the real game, it just makes me kind of sad. So.
Yeah. And it makes me wonder what the folks out there are thinking as far as, are they looking at coming back into the world of Destiny, or are they like you and they have already sold their version or use it as a coaster and they're done? Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see, are we going to see a flood of people coming back into the game, or is it
It's
gonna
interesting
move
you
on?
say that because since this expansion came out, I have seen not one but two people who's been considered dead among us in our little group who haven't played the game since like almost the initial game. They saw footage of the new expansion. It's like, wow, this is not the game I originally played, and they came back. And since then, they have been on every day. So we've seen not one but two people come back. So you can see that this expansion was like pretty much what everybody was waiting for. We're seeing people on my friend list slowly coming back more and more. So
It will be an interesting time in the
Yeah.
world of Destiny,
It's just too bad it waited a year.
and it makes you think. It makes you wonder what was the idea that got them to say, you know what, we got to push this now. And hopefully you're right. Hopefully this doesn't end up becoming the standard where it's long in the tooth to get to the point where you get the game that you're promised.
you are seeing this actually happen more and more. I mean, there are other games I'm seeing betas coming out where people doing it, full game coming out.
And it's frustrating.